Today begins a brand new series here on the channel. We're going to be taking a look at the 3 best players at each position for baseball. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here, and like I just said, today marks the beginning of a new series. Best baseball cards for every single position. Top 3, every single position. I'm really excited for this one. This is kind of one of those brainchilds I've had cooking in my brain for quite a while. I'm really stoked for this series. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you do, make sure to smash that like button. It is the #1 way to help support the content here on the channel. And if you're new here, you enjoy this kind of content, I'm coming out with videos on sports and sports cards almost every single day here on the channel. So smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell icon and join the squad. Make sure to leave a comment. Tell me that you subscribed. I appreciate you. We are closing in on 4,000 subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. I cannot believe it. You're all amazing, and I love you. Anyways, let's get into this one. Obviously, as you read in the title, today we're going to be looking at pitchers. Now, I know pitchers and sports cards haven't always mixed, but what we've seen in the last 7 to 8, 9 months has been incredible growth for pitchers. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy rookies and young guns and all these flamethrowers that have high potential to get injured, because obviously that is the thing that kind of keeps the prices of these pitchers down historically. I think, though, the market is starting to change a little bit. For that reason, I think it is very good opportunity to buy these right now if you can. All 3 of these guys have very storied careers and pretty much have cemented their names in the history books and are probably, with the exception of maybe one so far, are probably surefire Hall of Famers. So I'm really excited for this one. All 3 of these pitchers are guys that I like to watch pitch. As you guys know, I am a Cardinals fan, but I just love baseball, so I'm a big fan of seeing these guys just deal the nasty when they hit the bump. But with all that out of the way, let's get into this one. At number 3, it's going to be Jacob Degrom. Now, Jacob Degrom, as many of you know, is one of my favorite pitchers in the MLB. He is a fun player to watch. He is a very good pitcher. His ERA last season was under 2.50. Again, the last 4 years, he's been absolute nasty with an under 2.5 ERA almost every single season. He's really starting to cement his name as one of the best of all time, and for that reason, I'm really excited about him. Now, the card I'm going to be talking about today for Jacob Degrom is going to be the 2014 Tops PSA 10. This is obviously his rookie card. Now, for the purposes of this video, I am going to be talking specifically about the PSA 10, but if you want to go raw, if you have a keen eye, if you're willing to do your work and message sellers and everything when you're buying on eBay, feel free to go after raw cards, but just know it is a lot riskier than going after graded. You could also go after 9s, but for this specific video, I'm going to be talking about the PSA 10, so that's where I'm pulling all these prices from. Degrom has a career ERA of 2.61 and a whip of 1.47. Now, his win-loss record isn't so good because he's played for the Mets, but that's not everything. I've been saying it for a while. I don't think we'll really ever see a 300-game winner with the way that players are monitoring pitch counts and that teams are really not letting players go deep into innings anymore. I don't think we'll really see 300-game winners. I think 225 is going to be kind of like the new benchmark on whether you are a Hall of Fame player or not. Now, obviously, Degrom has some time to get to that 225 mark, but it's an arbitrary number either way, and I think the proof is in the pudding. Jacob Degrom so far has had an excellent career. He's won 2 Cy Youngs. He's a 3-time All-Star, won an ERA title. The most recent sale on eBay for this card was on November 23rd, and it sold for $255. Now, several months ago, you could have got this thing for pennies on the dollars. I'm talking about around $120, $130. That is insane rate of growth, and for that reason, he's still relatively young. He's still got a bright future, and Steve Cohen is now the owner of the Mets, so that team is probably going to spend a bunch of money. Steve Cohen recently said in an interview that if they didn't win a World Series in the next 5 years, that is a disappointment. So for that reason, I'm really excited for the Mets and, of course, for Jacob Degrom. All right, so at number 2, it's going to be a guy that probably some of you don't really agree with, quite frankly, but I believe he's still a great pick, and I believe that his cards will go up. He's a lock for Hall of Fame. It is none other than the Houston Astros, Justin Verlander. Obviously, the controversy around Verlander is that the Houston Astros cheated to win their 2017 World Championship. And I have been extremely critical of going after any players involved with that team, but when we're looking at Verlander, I think it's a little bit different of a story, just because, yes, he is a pitcher. Now, whether he knew about it, we'll never really know, right? He could have known about it. He could have not known about it. But I think long-term, this is long-term plays here. All these cards are long-term plays. I believe we're going to look in the history books and be like, damn, that guy was good for an extremely long time. The card that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be the 2005 Tops PSA 10. Now, this card is a great looking card. I love whenever the players kind of look like freshmen. They look kind of goofy. They're sitting there holding the bat, or maybe they're holding the ball just like he is in this picture. I absolutely adore those photos. So I absolutely love this card. It's a great looking card. Obviously, he's in that classic Tigers uniform, which he played for a very long time. But let's take a look at his stats. Justin Verlander has racked up 226 wins, which is absolutely great for his era. Like I said, I think that 225 is about the benchmark nowadays. Additionally, he's racked up 3,013 strikeouts and a career whip of 1.154. Absolutely nasty stuff. He's still going strong. Yes, he did get injured last year, but let's see if he can bounce back in 2021. He's still on a great team in the Houston Astros. Despite everybody wanting them to lose, they still made a deep playoff run in 2020. So I suspect they'll be right back in the thick of things in 2021. Now, most recently, this PSA 10 sold on November 28th for $232. Now, just right before the season, you could have got these things for right around $120. That is insane ROI. I suspect that these will keep going up and up and up because he is, whether you like him or hate him, he's an absolute legend. So for those reasons, he's got to be number 2 on today's list. Are you subscribed yet? Make sure to turn that thing red right now. Hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss the next 8 videos that I make in this series. And I have a huge library. Hit that subscribe button. What are you doing? All right, and at number 1, it's going to be a guy who just won, finally, his first World Series. Honestly, I feel so great for him. If you're a fan of the content here on the channel, if you've been subscribed for a long time, you know who it's going to be. It's going to be Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw's resume speaks for itself. He has been absolutely dominant for an extremely long period of time. He's basically been the NL version of Justin Verlander, except maybe even better. A career ERA of 2.43, 2,536 strikeouts, and a whip of only 1.003. Are you freaking kidding me? The guy is amazing. Now, yes, he doesn't have nearly as many wins as Verlander, but I don't really see that being too much of a problem. The man's got his ring. He's been an absolute stud basically since he took the rubber the first time in his career. I'm a huge fan of Clayton Kershaw. It was so fun seeing him finally get his ring. It was almost sad in a way, to be honest, because instead of looking happy, he honestly looked kind of relieved, which, I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Anyways, let's talk about the card today. 2008 Tops PSA 10. Again, you can go after the 9 or raw. Make sure you have that keen eye if you are going for raw on the internet. Or if you're going to card shows now, make sure to ask, see the card, look at the card, edges, corners, all that fun stuff. But PSA 10 is definitely the way to go, in my personal opinion. It most recently sold on November 28th for $680. Guys, I know that sounds like a lot of money, and to be honest, it really, really is. Don't get me wrong. But only 6-7 months ago, you could have got this thing for right around the $300 range. So for that reason, I mean, it's been going crazy. Now, I do think that this is still a good price because once we get back into the swing of things, focus kind of shifts back to baseball, you will see the prices go right back up where they were, and it's gonna be crazy. He's a legend. He's a lock for Hall of Fame. I've already told you his stats. He's awesome. I'm a huge fan of him, and guess what? It's my list, so he's gonna be number 1. If you guys would like me to do 3 pitchers that are up and coming that I think are gonna be pretty decent long-term holds, but are younger players, let me know in the comments section. If this video gets, I don't know, 50 likes, I will do 3 more pitchers that are younger and less experienced that I believe are going to be good long-term picks. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Top 3 pitchers to buy right now: Jacob Degrom, Justin Verlander, and Clayton Kershaw. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and you're new here, you enjoyed the video, you've made it this far, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that like button. Now, if you want to go a step further and really help support the content here on the channel, check out my Patreon page over at patreon.com/LessAlex. There's awesome perks, there's fun stuff, we do a lot of fun stuff. Also, I share all of my pre-recorded videos in there, several days sometimes, but it's always early, so check that out, patreon.com/LessAlex. I appreciate all of you. The march for 4,000, we're on our way. Let's get it. I appreciate you. Oh, and don't forget to join the Discord. Awesome community of like-minded sports card enthusiasts, buying, selling, trading, just talking sports. It's awesome. I would love for you to join it. It'll be in a comment down there. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you. And until next time, keep cracking packs, keep collecting. I will see you in the next one.